Chapter 41 Visit. It was a very late November night when the phone rang. Eleanor was awake, making tea by candlelight. She'd heard bombers passing by, couldn't tell if they were friend or foe, and couldn't sleep again. The phone shrilling turned her ice cold. No good could come from a call this late. She answered quickly before it woke the whole house. "I'm so happy I caught you awake. Were you waiting for a call?" "Johnny, what's wrong?" "No, El, he's safe as far as I know. Sorry I scared you. I'm not calling about Annie." Her thundering heart quieted. "Are you all right then? What's going on?" "El, I'm on leave in London. I came to see Melissa and I'm not staying. I wanted to know if you had a bunk for me to crash on. I'll come wrestle billy goats for a day or so." "Yes. The old folks aren't awake, but we'll figure something out." "Good. I'm leaving now. If they're unhappy about it tomorrow, I'll find somewhere to sleep." "Are you coming now? Is that safe?" "I'm coming now. I'll see you in a bit." "Do you know how to get here?" "Give me a quick run through. I'm decent at navigating." She did, and he hung up. She timed him, and when she thought he should be close, she waited outside, sitting on the porch with a blanket around her shoulders. It was cold. She saw his dim lights coming down the road, flickering between the trees. He pulled up next to the barn, came through the barn gate with a duffel bag. She got up. He hugged her very tightly. Neither spoke. He put his bag down on the porch. "Do you have glasses?" She went quietly inside, fetched two. He was sitting on the step, but dug a bottle from his bag. "I paid a ridiculous amount for this. It's genuine French champagne that I got on the black market." He popped the cork. She held the glasses. He held a match for light, poured both to the brim. He took a glass, raised it. To goddamn stupidity. She was quiet, trying to read his expression in the dark. "Are you going to ask me?" "No. I think you're not here to discuss the color of my bridesmaid dress, and you'll tell me when you're ready. Whether you speak or not, I'm here and listening to either your words or your silence." He slipped his arm around her shoulders. "This is why I love you, Elle. I wish I could fall in love with a girl like you, but I have no sense." He took a box from his pocket, opened it. "Hold out your hand." He dropped the ring in her palm. "I saved for months. She likes pretty things." "It's a beautiful ring, Johnny. I want you to keep it." She looked up at him, startled. "If I ever meet someone again, I might come fetch it and you can tell me if I'm right or not, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. And if I never fall in love again, if I never need it, or if I meet someone who wants something different, then it'll be my pact with you, Elle. In the end, you'll always be my little cousin, my sister. I can fuck up however badly. I can ignore you for months on end, and then I call you late night, and you wait in the cold for me, no questions asked. I can always spiral back to you." She leaned her head on his shoulder, squeezed his arm. He took a very deep gulp of champagne. "Do you know, I tried to fall in love with you a long time ago. I almost got it. You were 16. We'd bought ice cream and you were sitting barefoot on the swing. I'd been telling myself it was what I needed. I loved you, always, of course. And I wanted to make something of myself. Your dad had just given me a very big speech about turning my life around and that I was part of the family already, and there was this nudge, this presumption that you and I would marry, and that I'd better measure up to you. So for a while there, it was an image in my head. Then I saw you sitting on that swing with your hair loose and the sun shining through it. You had this brown curly halo around your face. My stomach just turned over and I thought, what a beautiful girl. I'll murder her boyfriend one day if he doesn't treat her right. And that is right where it hit home, that I'd been your brother all those years, and I shouldn't, Couldn't change it even if I wanted to. I went away and joined the RAF, stopped listening to what other people said I should be, and I started finding that I was happy. Back then I was a little sad when I realized that you'd never be more to me. Then I realized I'd won all the way. I have no luck with the girls, but this I can't botch. You're my sister, and this is a kind of love that I can't fuck up with my wild dreams. He sighed. You know what she did when I asked her? She laughed, said I'd been getting it all wrong. She's got dreams, and a fighter pilot doesn't fit into them. She'll marry when it makes sense, a director who can take her places, or if her career doesn't go well, a high-ranking officer. She looked me in the face and said, Dearest John, what's the most you'll make? Squadron leader. How did you even fancy that fits into my life? It's been fun, but I think it's gone too far. So I left. And here I am, sitting in the dark, drinking champagne that tastes like I overpaid for dog piss. With your sister. With my sister.